a great day for the city of Atlanta, and it's a great day, we hope, for the French Republic, because a long-standing relationship which has existed between Atlanta and France will now be consummated by the addition of an official consulate here in the city of Atlanta. We're not trying to take anything away from New Orleans, but added to our trade office, an official consulate gives Atlanta a status in France that we have longed for, and we're very, very grateful for the ambassador for being here with us and for working with President Mitterrand and the foreign ministry to see that this day occurs. And so I'd like for us to welcome to Atlanta and give him, as he's already received, a warm Atlanta welcome to the ambassador of France visiting us from Washington, Ambassador de Margerie.
Mr. Mayor, Commissioner Berry, Consuls General with the Dean of the Consular Corps, Mr. Alexander von Schmeling, and if I may, I want also to single out Mr. Homer Houchins, who has been the most remarkable French honorary consul in this city, and Consul General Destremaux, who has come from New Orleans and who was very much involved also in our links with this city here, and Monsieur Tessier-Ducrot, who's the president of the French group of councils of external trade. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been also wishing this day would be happening, and I can't tell you how happy I am to be here, how glad we are, my wife and myself, to be enjoying the hospitality of Atlanta. For years I have been wanting this to happen, since I have been coming a number of times to your great city, and it doesn't take long to convince oneself when one is here that it is absolutely vital for France to have a French Consulate General in Atlanta. This mirrors the importance which this city and which the state of Georgia have been taking within the Union. We all know what very considerable economic and intellectual development has been of the development of Atlanta. It has been impressive. One gets in this city here a feeling of vitality and of progress which one has in very, very few places. And all the figures and statistics, which I'm not going to bother you with, do prove the point. But I must tell the mayor that he himself has played an enormous part in the decision of the French government. When the President of the French Republic, Monsieur Mitterrand, came here a few years ago, in 1984, he was very impressed with your city during his official visit to the United States. And President Mitterrand was also particularly impressed with the personality of Mayor Young. And since that moment, the thing started cooking, but it took a few years for the dish to be served. And here we are. It's going to be a great gourmet dish, and we are very happy that France should now have its full scope of representation in this city. And I must tell you one other thing. It is that we are very happy that France is going to be housed in these great buildings built by Mr. Portman, and I am very pleased to salute Mr. Portman here. I would like to join in the tribute paid to the mayor, by the mayor, to Mrs. Suggs. Your compatriot, Mrs. Suggs, who is also a French woman, and who is kind enough not to forget it, Over the years, I have grown to admire her, to be a friend of hers, to appreciate everything she has done to foster the links between our two cities. Merci, Mrs. Suggs. I also want to mention all my compatriots who have been working here. Under the guidance of Consul General Destremaux and Honorary Consul Mr. Hutchins, there has been an enormous development of French activity in Atlanta. And I am glad to pronounce the names here also of those who were the people at the head of the French Trade Commission, because they were the first very important element. Monsieur Gagneux, who now is with us in Washington, and Madame Chapelle, who has been doing such a great work since she arrived here not long ago, and who has been helping in all the preliminary démarches which have been made. And next to her, I want to salute also Monsieur Nguyen Cho, who has been arriving to be the advanced echelon of the new French Consulate General. Now, in this city, a number of French firms have come. The airline between Atlanta and Paris has also been a vital link, and the Alliance Française has also been doing a great job. So a number of us have already witnessed what the activity has been. I can only wish that there will be even more activity, and in fact, I know it is a certainty. Mayor Young, we are always going to count on you to help us make this new progress. Thank you for everything you've been doing for us and for the city, and I want to thank all those who are here present for the opening of what is going to be the new French Consulate General, representing the government of France in Atlanta, the capital of Georgia. Thank you.
We now go for the raising of the French flag, along with the flags of other consulates in our city.
to introduce Monsieur Musquier, the new French Consul General.
The French Consulate.
You know, we had to go all the way to New Orleans to get our visas. Yes, my car.
Wow, Francis Conner with Delta. How are you?
She keeps the daily flight to Paris
I
full.
appreciate that comment.
Well, it's going to be nice to go.
Yeah, the direct airline has had a direct bearing on the increase of the economic and cultural activity.
Oh, well.
I've told them so.
They really should.
I have told them so. And they're stunning. I think it's a possibility that
What's happening is the biggest...
C'est un plaisir. J'aurai le plaisir de travailler avec vous d'ici peu. La Chine administrative aura...
I was with the mayor and quite a group of people traveling through Russia in the last couple of weeks. And I think we had something like 4,383